Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to our online teaching academy, Ekalaiva. Class 11, Accountancy, Ledgers. Today we are going to see how to post ledger entries from compound journal transactions. Okay. Now we'll start with sum number 6 in the exercise. Following balances exist in the books of Ashok on 1st April 2020. In the books of Ashok journal. Debit amount and credit amount. Now first transaction is the opening balances given. Okay, so on 2020 April 1 we have to pass the opening entries with the balances given. Cash account debit 50,000, then stock debit 30,000, Ram who is a debtor, so debit Ram's account with rupees 50,000. Next machinery debit 60,000. And now coming to the liabilities, 2, we have a creditor named Rajesh, rupees 30,000. Now only this much is the opening balance given. So we just have to balance the debit side and credit side always, as we do in other journal entries. Okay, so just total the debit items. We are getting 1,90,000, but on the credit side we have only one entry, that is our creditor Rajesh alone is there in the credit balance with 30,000. So the balance 1,60,000 is our capital account. Okay, yes. Now we'll move on to the transactions given. On April 4th, we have sold goods for cash. So April 4th, goods sold for cash. So cash increase has to be debited to sales account. Okay, and it is sold for 7,000 rupees. Now coming to the next transaction. On April 6th, goods returned by Ram. Goods returned by Ram. It is a sales return. The goods sold by us has been returned back by Ram. Okay, so sales return debit to Ram. Ram is a debtor. Debtor increase, that is asset increase, has to be credited. Amount is 1,000 rupees. Next, on April 10th, purchased goods from Rajesh of list price 10,000 for 9,000 rupees. So we have purchased goods from Rajesh, but we have received a trade discount. Okay, we need not calculate anything because the amount for which the purchase is made is given directly as 9,000. So we'll just pass the entry purchases account debit to Rajesh. Okay, amount is 9,000. Next, on April 15th, bought goods of list price 15,000 from Rakesh, less 10% trade discount and 5% cash discount, paid 40% of amount immediately. Okay, so now we have to open our working notes and calculate how much is the actual amount paid and how much we owe. Okay, so the list price of the goods is rupees 15,000. Now we have to reduce the trade discount availed. Okay, trade discount is at 10%. 10% of 15,000, 1,500. Now subtract this amount. 13,500 will be the sale value. Okay, and now what we are doing is we have paid 40% of cash immediately. So calculate 40% of 13,500. So cash paid is 40% of 13,500. Okay, so this amounts to 5,400. Right, and out of, as we are paying cash 5,400, for this only we can be given the cash discount. Okay, so we have received a cash discount for the amount which we have paid. So less cash discount at 5%, that is 5% of 5,400. Okay, and this amounts to 270. So how much we would have paid? We have paid 5,130 by cash. Okay, and the total sale value of the good is 13,500. Now we'll come to the journal and we'll pass the entry. Purchases account debit. We have to debit the purchases account with the total value of purchase. The total sale value here is 13,500. Okay, so 13,500 is debited to purchases account. Out of this, we have paid only 40% in cash. So the balance 60% is the amount we still have to pay to Rakesh. Okay, so credit Rakesh account with the amount we are supposed to pay, that is 8,100. Right, now how much is the cash paid? We have paid 40% in cash, out of which we have availed a 5% cash discount. Okay, so 5,130 is the cash paid and balance 270 is the discount received. Okay, so credit discount received account. Right, next is on April 20th paid to Rajesh in settlement of his account. So how much is the total amount we owe to Rajesh? In the opening balance or in the opening entry, we had account for Rajesh with 30,000, isn't it? So that 30,000 plus we have a purchases made on April 10th for 9,000 rupees. So totally 39,000 we are supposed to pay Rajesh, out of which we have paid 38,600 on settlement. Okay, so liability decrease has to be debited. So debit Rajesh account to, we have paid cash. So cash account is credited with the amount paid 38,600. Then what happened to the balance 400? It is the discount received. Okay, because we have paid on settlement, we have settled this account fully. So this means the balance or the difference in the amount is the discount received. Okay, so out of 39,000 we have paid 38,600 as a settlement and received 400 rupees as a discount. Now coming to the next transaction, on April 25th paid insurance premium for the proprietor. Okay, so it is a drawing. So debit drawings account with the amount paid 500 to cash. Cash decrease is credited. And finally, April 30th, received commission. Cash increase is debited to commission received. Amount is 2000 rupees. Okay, now is that we have passed the journal entries and we have to proceed with the ledger postings, right? Now coming to the next page, we'll start with the ledger. Now the first transaction here or the first journal entry made is the opening entry. We had the opening balances for various asset account and liability account. Okay. So first we will open all accounts. We have cash account, stock account, RAM, machinery. So we'll open that. Cash account, then stock, and then RAM, and machinery account. Debit and credit sides. We have date, particulars, journal folio, and amount for debit side, and for credit side the same column heads. Okay, journal folio and the amount. Now coming to the other accounts also, we have to write the column heads as such. Amount, journal folio, date and particulars. Okay, so I'm just not going to write for RAM account and machinery account because we have only one opening entry given for this. So we'll just continue with it. Okay. Yes. Now, what is the opening balance of cash account? Always for cash account, we'll have opening balance only on the debit side. Okay. So to balance brought down, what is the amount? Balance brought down. The balance brought down amount is 50,000. Right. Next for the stock account also, we'll have the opening balance on the debit side only as it is an asset account. So to balance brought down, the amount of stock brought down is 30,000. And then coming to RAM, who is also an asset, a debtor. So even here the opening balance will be on the debit side. So balance brought down to RAM is 50,000. And then to machinery account, opening balance is 60,000. Okay. And now is that we have passed entry for the debit side of the opening entry. On the credit side, we have Rajesh account and capital account. So we'll open an account for Rajesh, who is our creditor. We'll write the sides, debit side and credit side, and then we'll write the column heads. Okay. Next to Rajesh, we have capital account. capital account, debit side and credit side. Okay. For capital account, we have only one entry. We do not have any additional capital introduced. Okay. So this much space is enough, right? Now we'll pass the entry for Rajesh account. On 2020, April 1, we have credited Rajesh account, right? So by balance brought down, opening balance is 30,000 rupees. Next, in capital account also, on April 1st, we have an opening balance of rupees 1,60,000. Right? Now coming to the next journal entry. The next journal entry has on April 4th, cash account debit to sales. Now is that already we have opened a cash account. So we will go to cash account and pass this entry on April 4th. We have debited cash account. Okay. And we have debited cash account for the reason of sales. We have made sales of rupees 7,000. Now the debit item has been posted in the respective ledger. Now we have to go to the credit item, which is sales account. Now come down and open a ledger for sales account. Okay. Then in sales account, we have credited sales account there, isn't it? So even here we have to credit the sales account. On the credit side, on April 4th, we have made sales by cash. Okay. The sales made is a cash sales. Amount is 7,000. Right. Now we'll just draw lines for the debit side. Next entry. On April 6th, we had sales return from RAM. Okay. Now coming to the debit item, we do not have that account opened. So we will open sales return account. Okay. Sales return account. We have an item to be debited. We have debited sales return, isn't it? So sales return on 2020 April 6th. And who has returned? Ram has returned goods worth rupees 1,000. Okay. Now is that the debit item is posted in the respective ledger. Now we have to move to the credit item. Credit item, we have Ram account opened already. Here in this journal, we have credited Ram's account. So on the credit side, the ledger posting also should be made. So on April 6th, we have a credit item because of sales return. So by sales return account 1,000. Right? Next, coming to the next transaction on April 10th, purchases account debit to Rajesh. Now is that we have opened Rajesh account, but still we have not opened an account for purchases. So we will open purchases account first. Okay. Purchases account. Here we have a debit entry. We have debited purchases account on that day. So on 2020 April 10th to we have made purchases from Rajesh. Okay. To Rajesh. And how much is the value? It is 9,000. Okay. Now we should go to Rajesh account, which is credited in the transaction. Now we have to post the entry there also on the credit side. April 10 by purchases account. Amount is 9,000. Okay. Now coming to the next transaction on April 15th, purchases account debit to Rakesh to cash account to discount received. First, we will go to purchases account debit. Okay. So here also purchases account has to be debited on the respective date, but we have made credit purchase. We also have paid cash and we have received discount. Okay, so all these three items have to be mentioned here as the reason for the debit of purchases account in the journal entry. So how much is the amount uh, we are still to pay Rakesh is rupees 8,100 and the cash paid by us is 5,130 and the discount received is 270. So all these three items should be shown here on the debit side of purchases account. So this is how you have to post the ledger entries for the respective compound journal entries. Okay. Yes. Now coming to the credit items, we have three items on the credit side. One is Rakesh, next is cash, third is discount received. Out of these three items, we have opened only cash account so far, and other items like Rakesh and discount received account has to be opened. So we will open an account for Rakesh and discount received. Okay. Rakesh account and discount received account. Right? Debit, credit, here also debit and credit. This is for date and here amount, journal folio. Date and particulars, we already have columns, right? Yeah. Now we will post the respective entry. So in Rakesh account on the credit side, we have to post the entry because we have credited his account in the journal. So on 2020, April 15th, we have credited Rakesh account because we have made purchases. Okay. How much is the value? 8,100 we are supposed to pay him. Okay. And next we have an item called discount received on the credit side. So what is the reason for the credit of this discount received? It is because we have purchased. So by purchases account, 270 is the discount received. Now coming to cash account, we have paid cash and we have credited cash, isn't it? So now we'll come to cash account, and on the credit side, we will mention this decrease in cash is because we have made purchases. Okay, how much is the amount? 5,130. Okay, now is that April 15th transaction is over. Now we will move on to the next transaction, April 20th. We have paid a cash to Rajesh as a final settlement. Okay, 38,600 was paid to Rajesh, and we also have availed a discount received of rupees 400. Now see the debit item, it is Rajesh. So come down to Rajesh account. So Rajesh account, on the debit side, we have to post this transaction on April 20th. We have paid, isn't it? So to cash account, how much is paid? 38,600 is paid. And what happened to the rest of the 400 rupees? It is the discount received. Okay, discount received. So the debit item is over. Now coming to cash account and discount received account. So come to cash account. Cash account is credited in this case because cash has decreased. Okay, by we have paid to Rajesh. How much is that we have paid? 38,600 we have paid. Now come to the next credit item. It is the discount received. Okay. So come to discount received on April 20th. Another discount has been received because we have paid to Rajesh, who has given this discount. Rajesh has given this discount of rupees 400. Right? Now coming to the last 25th transaction, we have life insurance premium paid for the proprietor. Okay, cash is decreasing, so cash account is credited, and drawings is made, so drawings account is debited. So far we have not opened an account for drawing, so now first we will open an account for drawing. We can open here itself, drawings account. Okay, drawings account is debited. So on 2020 April 25th, drawing is made as cash. So cash account. How much is the amount? 500. Okay, just draw the column for the other side, credit side. Okay, now debit item is credited. Now coming back to the credit item, we have credited cash account, isn't it? So in cash account on the credit side on April 25th, what is the reason for the decrease in cash? It is because of the drawings. Amount is 500. Okay, now coming to the last transaction on April 30th, we have received cash. And this is because we have received a commission in the form of cash. Okay, so come to the debit item, cash account on April 30th to commission received. How much is the amount? It is 2000. Now we have not opened any account for commission received. So we have to open an account for commission received. We have an empty space here, so we will utilize it. Commission received account. Debit, credit. Here we have credited commission received, isn't it? So 2020 on April 30th, we have received commission by means of cash. So by cash account, rupees 2000. Okay. Now is that we have posted the respective entries into the respective ledger accounts. And what is the next step? We have to balance all these ledger accounts. Okay. So at the end, we have to balance always. Before preparing the trial balance, we have to close, bring down the balance, and we have to bring the opening balance to the next month. Okay, we'll see how it is. To balance the account, first we have to total one side. So this side we have 59,000. So write the balance first, 59,000. But on the credit side, we may not get 59,000 because we have some amount left over. Okay, so that amount, that balancing figure is the balance carried down. Okay, and the difference amount is 14,770, and now it becomes balanced, and this amount will be the balance brought down for the next month. Okay, so that is on May 1st 2020 May 1st, the balance brought down amount will be 14,770 for the cash account. Okay, on 2020 May 1st to balance brought down 14,770. Right, now coming to the stock account. Stock account, we have 30,000. So at the month end, when we close it, we will have the balance carried down as the same amount. Okay, and 30,000 is the total. Then next month this stands as the opening balance for stock account. Okay, 30,000. Then for Ram's account, we may have 1,000 reduced. So 49,000 will be the amount which Ram has to pay. Okay, so 50,000 on May 1st. The balance brought down for Ram, or the opening balance, will be 49,000. Right? Machinery account stands unchanged. So machinery account will have the same balance. By balance carried down 60,000. And this will be the opening balance for the next month. Okay, balance brought down 60,000. Next, to our creditor Rajesh, we have the balance, the total balanced on both sides. So we call it as self-balanced ledger. It means that we do not have to pay any amount to Rajesh. We have cleared all the payment by this month itself. Okay, so we will not have any opening balance for Rajesh in the next month. We have settled his account in this month itself. Next comes our capital account. Capital account on April 30th will have balance carried down as 1,60,000. Mention the total, and this will be the opening balance for the capital account on May 1st. Okay, 1,60,000. Next, drawings made when we close it on April 30th, carried down balance will be 500, and this stands as the opening balance for May 1st. To balance brought down. Next is sales account. We have made sales of 7,000. So month end on April 30th, we'll have balance carried down as 7,000. And on May 1st, the opening balance for sales account will be 7,000. Right? Sales return, Ram has returned some goods. So on April 30th, carry down balance will be 1,000. And same way on May 1st, the balance brought down, or the opening balance for sales return, will be 1,000. Commission received, we have received a commission of rupees 2,000. Okay, so month end April 30th, when we balance it, to balance carried down, we will have 2,000. And on May 1st, we will have the balance brought down as 2,000. Okay, next comes purchases account. So purchases account on 2020 April 30th, we may have the balance carried down as the total of this value. Okay, so the total of this value is 22,500. So this 22,500 is the total sales made. Okay, so on May 1st, the opening balance for purchases account will be 22,500, right? To Rakesh account on 2020 month end, when we close it, the balancing figure will be the amount 8,100. That is, we are supposed to pay him. Okay, he is our creditor, isn't it? Now on May 1st, when we open the books for the next month, that time the balance brought down in his account will be 8,100, and the discount received, the total of discount received is 670. And when we close the books for the month end, the balance carried down will be the total of this 670. And next month when we open the same account, it will have an opening balance of rupees 670. Okay, so in today's session you learned how to post ledger entries from compound journal entries. Okay, to receive our latest online classes, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you, children.